Ladies and gentlemen, the Boston Red Sox have made a signing. Craig Breslow is moving in silence. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathaniel Lowe is going to be a member of the Boston Red Sox. At the time of recording this, the deal is not official, but from what all of the beat reporters have said, this deal is imminent. Chris Cotillo says that he could be in the lineup as early as tomorrow. It is happening. Nathaniel Lowe, who we talked about 2 days ago, is joining the Boston Red Sox. We're going to get into everything. We're going to talk about the quotes we talked about from Christopher Smith 2 days ago. We're going to get into his stats. We're going to get into his resume, talk about where he fits, what the corresponding move is going to be. We're going to talk about it all in tonight's video. But before we do, make sure you subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you subscribe. When the Red Sox make a move, we make a video. I was sitting in my bedroom watching F1 Drive to Survive on Netflix, and as soon as I saw the tweets come in, I knew I had to make a video. So I jumped out of bed, hopped over here, made a short, and now I'm making you a video. So hit that subscribe button because this is what you're going to get. Instant reactions to moves the Red Sox make. And as this playoff push comes, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So join the family, subscribe now. Help us get to 5,000 subscribers by September 1st. That is the goal. So join the family today and let's get into it. So the Red Sox are signing Nathaniel Lowe. Jared Carrabis had it first. All he did was tweet out a photo of Nathaniel Lowe's headshot. And as soon as he tweeted that, I said, oh boy, this is happening. Again, at the time of recording this, and this is very fast moving. I have Twitter pulled up in case something happens. But this is a very fast moving situation. But as of the time of recording this, the deal is not official, but Passon's already tweeted it. Everyone else has already tweeted it. It's going to happen. I love this signing for the Red Sox. This is a no risk, potential high reward signing for Boston because as far as I know, and again, we don't have contract details, but as far as I know, the way that this works is the Nationals are paying the remainder of his contract or almost the remainder of his contract this year. So if I remember what I read correctly, I think they may be paying him close to $700,000. Again, this is not official. This has not come out yet, so we'll see what the contract details look like. But I think the rest of his contract was around $3 million either way. Not a big sum of money, so I'm not really that worried about it. And he brings you something that you desperately need. A very solid platoon first baseman that mashes against right-handed batters. Now, everyone's going to say, Jack, but Abraham Toro. Jack, but Abraham Toro. Jack, but Abraham Toro. I love Abraham Toro, but we have to look in the mirror and just see that Abraham Toro has been bad as of late. Bad as of late. This is coming from Tyler Milliken. He says, Abraham Toro's had the lowest WRC plus of any qualified hitter dating back to June 17th. So he started incredibly hot at the beginning of this season after Tristan Casas got hurt. Incredibly hot. But since June, and we're in the middle of August now, he has been close to non-existent at the plate. And Nathaniel Lowe, while he has struggled this year, I think has a much higher ceiling and much higher upside than Abraham Toro could have. Let's get into some of these quotes from Christopher Smith. We talked about these 2 days ago in a video discussing the report that the Red Sox were in on Nathaniel Lowe, but let's dive into them one more time. Here's what Christopher Smith had to say. He said, Lowe, who turned 30 last month, has had a down year after the Rangers sent him to Washington in a December trade. He's hit just .216 with 16 homers, 68 RBIs, and a .665 OPS, and a 26.5% strikeout rate. He has been much better against righties, though, a .235 average with a .732 OPS than he has with lefties. So you would project as a platoon partner alongside lefty masher Romy Gonzalez if he were to join the Red Sox. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. I think he's going to slot in directly with Romy Gonzalez. Romy's going to mash against lefties. Nathaniel Lowe's going to mash against righties. And with the injury of Wilyer Abreu, which we know that Wilyer Abreu said he's probably, going to be fine by the New York series, which is at the end of the week. But honestly, what I would do is I would move Romy to second because Cedon has to go back to center, and then you've just got Nathaniel Lowe as your first baseman because Marcelo Meyer is out for the year. He's getting surgery, so you don't really have an option there. I know that Nate Eaton is getting called up, but he's the bench guy. Like, he's the bench guy. He's not going to be like a big-time starter for you. He'll probably play some third base when Bregman doesn't play, but Nathaniel Lowe is going to bring instantly higher upside than Abraham Toro. We're going to get more into this in a second, but first, just grade the signing of Nathaniel Lowe. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to give it an A because you're not giving away a lot financially. And if he doesn't work out, okay, fine, you can just DFA him. But I think that he is a higher upside addition than an Abraham Toro is and brings you kind of a jolt of energy and jolt of power that you didn't really have with Abraham Toro. Abraham Toro hit a few home runs, but even though Nathaniel Lowe struggled, he still hit 16 home runs. I don't know where that would rank in Red Sox home runs this year, but it's got to be near the top. I know that Story's close to 20, and I know that Abreu's over 20. Other than that, I think Nathaniel Lowe's got to be close to the top of the list for the Red Sox. So you grade it A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. I think that, like I've already mentioned, this is a boom or bust move for the Red Sox. And if it busts, there's not a lot that you're giving away, not a lot of financial collateral that you're giving away. So I really like this quote from Christopher Smith. For all the people that are like, oh my God, Nathaniel Lowe has sucked this year, his stats are horrible. Just listen to this quote from Christopher Smith real quick. Boston views Lowe, a former Silver Slugger winner in 2022 and Gold Glover in 2023, as an option because his track record of big league success suggests that there's still a high ceiling despite his 2025 struggles. The Sox were intrigued by the fact that they could catch a lightning in a bottle at a low cost over the final 6 weeks of the season with Lowe if a change of scenery and some tweaks lead to increased output. I completely agree with this. I think that, look, he was playing in Washington, which I don't really think is that great of a hitter-friendly ballpark, and I don't really think is a great environment to be in because you're losing all the time. If you can get him in Fenway with this supercharged fan base in a winning situation, like that could do wonders for most major league players. Like before he went to Washington, he was on the Rangers. He won a World Series in Texas. Like that's significantly different than Washington. And when he was in Texas as early as like last year, he was good. He was good. Over the last few seasons, let me pull this up. 2024, he had a 123 OPS plus. 2023, 114 OPS plus. 2022, 139 OPS plus. 2021, 112 OPS plus. Every season of his career he's had an OPS plus over 100 except for this year. He has a proven track record of being a relatively good batter. And as early as last year, he was still hitting well. I love the upside of this signing. I think it's exactly what you need for this lineup. You need a more imposing figure in the middle of your lineup. And I'm sorry, Abraham Toro is not that. I watched Abraham Toro play yesterday and I had zero confidence that he was going to do anything. And that's not good. That's not good to not have confidence in the players on the field. And Toro has struggled defensively. We've seen it over the past few weeks. I've tweeted about it multiple times over the past few weeks that Toro's defensively has struggled. Nathaniel Lowe won a Gold Glove in 2023. I love this signing for the Boston Red Sox. All I see is upside. I do not see any downside. Because again, if he sucks, then you can just cut ties. Because you're not paying him anything. Like it is in my opinion, a picture perfect signing. There was reports that other teams were going to be involved trying to get him, and the fact that you got him, that is a major win for Craig Breslow. And I'm very, 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 very excited to see what he could potentially bring to this team. I'm going to look real quick. I'm going to make sure that I'm not missing anything before we get out of here. I think this is fantastic. Oh my gosh. And Nathaniel Lowe's arbitration eligible next year, according to Lou Maloney. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I'm just excited. I think that this is fantastic, and I have no notes. This is going to be awesome. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm going to get out of here, but first, do you like the Nathaniel Lowe signing? Y for yes, N for no. That's where we're going to leave it. Y for yes, N for no. Do you like the Nathaniel Lowe signing? Let me know down below in the comments. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I love that Craig did this. I love that he got aggressive. It's exactly what the Red Sox need. That's where we're going to end it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Tomorrow morning, we are going to have another video, a video that I recorded after the game today that is going to have the Marcelo Meyer injury update, as well as excuse me, Wilyer Abreu injury update, and we will recap the game like we usually do. This is a quick breaking news video that I'm getting out late at night. You'll have your regularly scheduled programming tomorrow morning, so don't miss that. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on Twitter. We're 10 followers away from 1,000 followers. Red Sox news, I retweeted over there first before I put out any videos. So go follow me on Twitter. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers today. That's it, guys. That's where we're going to end it. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, come back tomorrow morning for our regularly scheduled programming. And until next time, go Sox.